Welcome once again, Rimrims and enjoyers of pain and suffering, to the vault. At this point, it was a vault only containing tragedy. By which I mean tragedy after tragedy after tragedy. Who could have guessed that starting in a vault with all of this crazy technology would have painted a bit of a target on our back? Hasn't been all that bad though. We did get the extra centrifuge and the extra dialyzer to make our superhero system a little bit more refined. And we not only got a new superpowered recruit in the form of Katerinberg, but Dr. Man also got a new lover. And then there's the Inebriator. The Inebriator who went from just a guy who got blackout drunk and started screaming at squirrels in the park to full-on lightning lord with the ability to summon localized lightning storms and fire out electromagnetic pulses. And there were so many great name requests for the Inebriator now that he is a bit more God of Thunder and a little less God of Chunder. It was a really difficult choice because they were all really, really good, but my favorite one is taking him from the Inebriator to the Defibrillator. Oh. It doesn't fit, so I guess he's the Defibrillator now. Look, we know he's called the Defibrillator. I like that one because it sounds the most like a superhero name, but it also gives a little bit of room for growth. Maybe he learns to embrace his drunken side. And there are, of course, 2 other slots for superpowers, so we haven't finished the character arc yet for the Defibrillator. And that pretty much brings me right onto today's goals. Now, there are quite a few other machines that we still have to go out there and find in some of the other vaults. Our setup right now is pretty good just for churning out superheroes, right? We do need a couple more of the super nanite injector pumps just to shave a couple more days off the overall time frame. But to get the full suite of 5 powers, there are 2 other machines that we need for it, and apparently there is an additional machine that might allow us to remove the negatives. I should also say I'm not intentionally being coy with this or anything like that. I genuinely have not read into it so as to keep it a little bit of a surprise. Right now, though, we have no other vault locations available to us. We did get the quest for another vault from hacking the previous vault. The problem is it timed out just because we had quite a lot on our plate with 3 of our people getting shot dead and Dr. Man getting brain damage. So we were a little bit too busy to be going out there looking for other vaults, but we will get another one popping up soon. We have plenty to focus on in the meantime, though, while we wait for the quest to spawn back in. So we did unlock the basic trade beacon yesterday. Let's throw down this basic radio terminal and then the antenna, preferably somewhere where it won't get smashed to pieces. I suppose over here is probably the safest bet. Hopefully at some point we'll get an exotic goods trader and we can buy a healer mech serum for Dr. Man. Maybe some sort of brain chip to try and... Oh man, we could just go for Luciferium, actually. A little bit dangerous, but if we do enough ruins raiding, we should be able to stay on top of it. And besides, they've all got superpowers, so we do have a little bit of an edge in combat. Then we also need to do something about our power grid, given that both of the generators are out of chem fuel and some friggin' faction yesterday stole an entire geothermal generator. Industrial Helixian gas power generator. That's not bad, because there is Helixian gas right here. Oh, okay. In that case, maybe we should shut the front door for once. Hey, nice. There you go. Nice work, Dale. Dale, the moral chief of Discordia, has informed us of an abandoned vault not too far away. Looted vault. Oh. I wonder if that means it doesn't have anything we'll need in it, but it might have one of those things we can hack to uncover the next vault. I will admit, though, looking at the squad, not massively over-optimistic. We've got brain-damaged Dr. Man averaging a speed of 1 mile an hour. Hacker Man's having a bit of a sad one that the Defibrillator is out of action. That leaves just Katerinberg. We have a single shotgun. Oh, wait, it's actually called a single shotgun. We have a single shotgun to defend ourselves with. What's the expiry date on that? 23 days. Okay, that should be fine. Within that time, the Defibrillator should be back up. Hopefully, Slot will be healed up. Hacker Man should have stopped wandering around, and maybe by that point, Dr. Man could have wheeled himself to some dinner. I've got a good feeling about this. This is going to be the redemption arc. Give me that vault. Give me the thing that takes away the negative traits. You know it's going down when Dr. Man gets up and walks. Just ignore the fact we were hit by an earthquake and then a solar flare at the same time. Sly's back up. Great. Oh, shit. We've got someone who's got to help. A con artist named Sam is crashing in a transport pod nearby. He's probably here to peddle his Patreon, no doubt. He is from the Revengers, our faction that we've got set up. Granted, we haven't built any settlements for them yet, but he does already have our ideology. That is kind of tempting. Are you good at anything? Well, probably not with a name like that. Crafting, artistic, social, intellectual. Actually, not bad at all. I mean, people are violent and firefighting. Yikes. Xenophobe, haggler, and wimp. Yep, that name suits you perfectly. The artistic is very, very good, given that we lost our artist before they could even really join us. I am kinda hoping they don't offer to join the faction permanently, though. Given that we're getting our ass handed to us by early game raids because of, you know, the very expensive vault that we've got. Having someone incapable of violence doesn't really inspire much confidence. Man, those raiders carrying off that geothermal generator had a much bigger impact than I thought it would. We're gonna have to shut down the super soldier program. We can't afford to keep all this stuff online until we've sorted out the power grid properly. Unexhausted goods trader. Dr. Man, it could be your day, my friend. Okay, defibrillator, let's see what they've got. Honestly, I'll even take Luciferium at this point if you've got it. I know it's more dangerous. Well, they have some they have some crazy stuff, but none of it is really that useful for us right now. Neurocalculator would be quite good and make up a little bit for his loss of brain power. I guess I'll trade the jelly sacks for those then. That seems a pretty safe bet. Digestible resurrecting nanites probably wouldn't be a bad plan either. Oh shit, transparent roofs. Then we wouldn't have to worry about toxic fallout. I might see if I can afford that. Let's give them enough plasteel to break even, and we'll call it there. Definitely not ideal, but at least with the neurocalculator and a successful surgery, Dr. Man can be pretty decent at researching. I will admit, putting a blind man in charge of the artwork for the ritual room is putting a lot of pressure on the guy. I'm just doing whatever I can to try and boost their mood a little bit. We've got to get a bit of unity going on in this place. Both Katzenberg and Sly are different idea legends, both at 93% certainty. Come on. Yeah, there we go. 65%. Okay, and we can do another one with the leader as well. Man, there's such a gamble, though. Come on, Dr. Man. You know her better than everyone else. Hey, there you go. 35%. A couple more of those. That's one person off the list. And everybody's back up on their feet now. Do we want to send the defibrillator to go and have a look at that vault? It won't take him too long to get there. Already looted and possible unknown threat. If we send Hackerman and defibrillator, between them, they've got it covered. Oh, come on. Just as they were leaving the map too. I mean, I really shouldn't complain. This is the perfect time to test out the defibrillator. Man, the range on it is so good as well. Look at that. Okay, maybe right there? Oh, that was actually very good. The bear traps are actually working. I threw those down as kind of an emergency backup, but they're doing a pretty good job. Where's Dr. Man? Still not down here yet. I think the defibrillator just got hit in the eye. Oh my god, he's lost an eye. Oh, well, he's blind. Ignore me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, I think that's fairly understandable, though. Normally losing an eye is a pretty big deal. Are you okay? Sly is down. He's fine. Just been sliced to pieces, but other than that, he's absolutely fine. Well, the irony of using a graveyard as cover in a firefight isn't lost on me either. We've done it. That'll teach him a lesson. Okay, let's grab the survivors and patch them up fast. Whoa, look at this place. This is completely different to the other vaults we've seen. There is a door down there, so I'm glad I bought Hackerman, assuming we could even get to it. There's so much debris. Where do we begin then? What is this thing? Ancient water filter. Large water filtration system. I assume that's just some scrap for us to dismantle. We've got this over here. Ancient workshop. Oh, okay. So it is a... Oh, weird. I was going to say it's a smithy, but clearly it's not. It's like a machining table and a smithy at the same time. Oh, interesting. That's actually pretty good. Then that'll save us a lot of time. Simple furnace in a smithy station. Exactly that. Ah, that's what we're here for, though. Here we go. Ancient broadcast station. We can use that to find our next vault, and whatever this is. Nanite sampler? I don't think we have that, do we? A curious machine that neither harms nor aids the transformation process. Instead, it runs sample simulations alongside the operation using real-time data to provide actual data. When the conversion process is nearing success, it creates a binary choice for the user to select. Whoa! Okay, once selected, the machine then performs some minor alterations and creates a dominant recessive gene. In layman's terms, it allows a successful operation to decide on one of two sets of abilities. Oh, that sounds incredible. It will allow you to select between two sets of abilities upon a successful operation. Oh, man. So for theming characters, this thing is absolutely incredible. 75 kilograms, so it's going to be the majority of our caravan, but we have to take that no matter what. Down here, we've got a couple more injector pumps, both of which we need. And then potential for so much steel scrap from this. I'd love to take this as well. 50 kilograms. Man, we need pack animals. If there's anything the defibrillator might be able to help us with, it's getting... Oh! Well, isn't that convenient? Would you like to join me? We'll take a look, see if there's something behind this door as well. It's another foosball table. We might as well take apart what we can while we're here, seeing as steel is still quite difficult for us to get, given that we have to alloy it. But wow, there's so much going for us here. Great timing as well, seeing as that last raid burnt down my freaking wind turbines. Oh man, that's going to be a nice amount of steel. And actually, that's pretty good too. Sly Spirit is broken. Down to 44% in Echo Chamber. Final straw was Graves alcohol. That's everything deconstructed. Final thing to do then is to get that next vault location. 1,200 kilograms from Elephant 1. I really did laugh at the defibrillator when he got the ability to shout at animals. But you know what? That has so paid off. We haven't got to pick or choose. We can just take absolutely everything, and we've still only used up half the caravan capacity. Man, that is insane. Oh, there we go. Great timing. We'll get all of that unpacked and set up in a second. First things first, though, Dr. Man is getting his neurocalculator. It's not the nicest hospital, don't get me wrong, but we've got Guttermore Medicine, and Katzenberg isn't a bad doctor. I mean, I wouldn't volunteer to get brain surgery from her, but my brain isn't running at 40% capacity. Despite popular rumor. Oh, easy. Well, that wasn't bad at all. I guess what I'll do then is I'll also limit Dr. Man to basically just researching, given that he's going to do everything else pretty poorly anyway, right? I feel like sending a brain-damaged man who's confined to a wheelchair to fight fires is just kind of cruel. Oh man, I didn't consider he's also wearing that bloody power armor, which is slowing him down. What is his move speed? Okay, to be fair, he is under the effect of anesthetic, which does have an impact on how much you can move, but he's also got that Hellfire power armor, don't forget. Oh! Looks as if the toxic fallout is settling as well. Nice, there we go. The lab is looking so good now. I'm a little bit worried we don't have the power to turn it on. Otherwise, I'd definitely juice up Sly, given that we've got the ability to choose superpowers. We could stick to combat stats pretty early on until we get some defenses, turrets, weapons, armor. You know, that shit that we'll need to survive. You know what? The grid's actually not doing that bad. Here you go, Sly. It's your time to shine, my friend. So bear in mind this will take slightly less time now because we've got the extra injector and we now get to pick what we get. 3 days, 8 hours. There we go. Feel like we're probably jumping the gun a little bit on specialized limbs, given that we're still researching on a basic research bench, but never mind. Oh, look at that. That is so much faster. Dr. Man, might be your time to shine again, my friend. Rugs, writing, batteries, or basic axes. Wow, what a fucking choice. As much as I think a rug would look great right in front of the super soldier pod, I do feel like the batteries are a little bit more on brand. I guess we're going to need a name for this elephant as well, given that it's contributed more to the super soldier program by bringing back this sampler than pretty much half of our colonists right now. And now that we've got this workshop, we can give Sly a little bit of armor. Then I won't feel so bad about sending Hackerman and Defibrillator to the other vault. Oh, look, we can also make gas masks. 50% toxic sensitivity. Man, that is so good. I'm gonna be a bit boring for the timing and just go for whatever we can craft with the highest sharp defense. We want NCR Recon armor and just a regular old combat armor helmet. 35 steel, 95 cotton. Oh, that might be a problem. So we have plenty of cotton in storage, but we need to spin it before we can use it. And we don't have the research to be able to use the spin cotton bill, even though it's in the table. We skipped over an important step there, basically. In that case, can we just make some... regular old heavy metal armor. That seems fine. Oh, we can build a double wide refrigerator. Man, that'll save a lot of time. Let's throw a couple of those down. And thanks to that elephant, we've got more steel and components than I think we're ever going to have to use. 449. Dr. Man. What a redemption art, though. There it is. Textile spinning. That couldn't have been any more perfect. Making so much more progress with less people. Maybe you were dragging us down all along, Larry the Emu. Oh, and we can actually use the minimap, too. This is fantastic. We have his armor. Now all we need is Sly himself. Ends in 0 hours. Oh, that was a good timing. Oh, look at that. It's better than I thought. You actually get some choice of the weakness as well. Okay, so we've got invisibility and blindness. Or we have redundant stomach. Okay. They no longer need to eat. Such energy sources could be toxins, EMI fields, sunlight, static charge, or radiation. That's very good. Pain hypersensitivity. Pain multiplied by 300%. Pain is very valuable. I never want it to be 0. But I also don't want it to be 300%. Otherwise, it'll drop immediately in combat. Wow. We can't have another blind colonist, though, can we? Turns invisible for 60 seconds. I feel like this is the more useful power, but this is definitely the worst weakness. This is a terrible weakness, but this is a fairly redundant, no pun intended, superpower. I've got to take it. I have to take it. And my god, it's just occurred to me his name is Sly and he can go invisible. Yeah, I didn't really have a choice with that one, huh? Okay. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's just like using the Psycast. And when we fire, is that broken? No, it's not. We could give him 2 handfuls of grenades, put him right behind enemy lines invisible, throw out a bunch of explosives, and then get out of there fast. Out of curiosity, if we, say, put an anti-grain shell in his pocket, turned him invisible, ran him into the middle, dropped it on the floor, would that be a viable strategy? You know, we can't quite figure out why, but every time we siege this colony, our people, they get vaporized instantly. That would be a hell of a big brain play. Well, let's give him some metal armor rather than what I assume is a Great Khan. Yeah, Great Khan jacket. That lasts a really, really long time too. Wow. Well, they're all equipped with the best weapons we've got as well, and I can't possibly craft them better armor, so this is as good as it's gonna get. Let's head over to the next vault. We'll stick with just sending Hackerman and... maybe just Hackerman and Sly. Shit, I mean, do you think we get away with just sending Hackerman? We haven't found a vault yet with anything dangerous in. I think that is down to the fact that we are playing the Ancients faction. We chose the Ancient start, so I think all the vaults by default are allied to us in a way. The downside to that, of course, is everybody and their mother hates us, but that's alright. Good luck, Hackerman. Hack away. I think not only do we need a lot more super nanites, but if we get that machine that takes away negatives, it's going to be a game changer. There we go. Okay, we can actually make clothes as well now. We do have Dub's Bad Hygiene, but I've got Dub's Bad Hygiene Light. That makes it more cosmetic, more roleplay for base building. So, for example, we've got a big old hospital. Would be nice to have some facilities in it. So, normally I'd go for those, but it's not really so relevant this time. What is apparel? Oh, from Apparello. Oh, another new recruit. Hello. I'll be honest, saying your name is going to be a challenge. Ingegardson? And you've got powers as well. Oh, so every vault is actually super, super valuable for us. They've got good medical and they've got good shooting. Finally, someone that we can defend the base with. Mountain Lover, Dog Person, Scientific, Insomniac sucks, right? 50% work speed. Ugh. But look, we've got another Ancient Point Defense turret lined up. Not that it'll really help against some of the raids we've seen, granted. Wow, this vault looks like it's in really good condition compared to the vault that we had. Hello. How you doing? Just kind of hanging out in here, huh? What is that? Ancient Bio Battery Tank. What are those? Produces a reliable stream of power by consuming biological materials such as human and animal corpses. Oh, that is incredible. Wow, there's so much cool tech in this. Is that a Devil Strand armchair? Oh, that's the biggest gift they could have possibly given us. And then we've got 2 Crypto Sarcophagus as well. Some marine armor. Another one of the Ancient Workshops. Ancient Transmitter. I assume that's just cosmetic again. What have we got in here? What? That looks different. What is that? Genome Macro Thermometer. What do you do? Oh! An add-on to the Gene Pod. This device needs to be placed in a close proximity to it and allows unlocking an additional ability over the limit of 3. And then we've got another nanite sampler there. Ancient Vitals Monitor. Whoa. Oh, incredible. Okay, that lets us bypass the research for that then. A lot of this stuff we actually don't need anymore. Does it have any fuel in it? If we take it apart, will it give us the fuel back? Because that's the one thing we're kind of missing from this vault. Show me some nanites. Okay. I can fuck with that. And another Ancient Cooler too could be very, very good for the hospital for keeping organs cool. Wow, there is so much valuable stuff. This is definitely our best vault yet. So I really want to take these Ancient Bio Batteries and even the regular Ancient Batteries too. We'll obviously take the Chem Fuel. This room just has a shitload of steel. And of course the turrets. How could I forget about those? Nice. So we need 2 more Super Nanite Injector Pumps and then we finished everything for the combo buildings. We need another building that lets us increase the power limit to 5, I assume, seeing as that one only takes it 1 beyond 3. And then we still need that device, whatever it is, that lets us hopefully take away the negatives. I'm sure there'll be some other side effect with that as well. And then let's just take everything apart. And of course, we've got to hack these too. We might get some more recruits. But even then, is it still going to be enough? Some of these people are, again, not people I would generally recruit. Hello there. Alert, son. What is that you've got equipped? What is that thing? Peacemaker, okay. Nicholas of Ape Clan. Ape Together Strong. Powers, oh my god, look at these powers. He has Ice Breath. Gives ability, Ice Breath. Spew ice up to 12 cells range in front of you. Slowing enemies and applying high hypothermia for taking prisoners. That's fantastic. Then he has Electricity Blast. Fire an arc of lightning that bounces between enemies, burning them and disabling any electronics. That's the type of thing we really want for the defibrillator. When we get enough technology, when we're finally able to hold off these raids, which are probably going to hit very, very hard depending on how much we loot from here. I want to be able to design our people to have a specific set of powers. I kind of almost hope, weirdly enough, that there's a machine that lets you take away superpowers as well, so that we can build a nice themed squad. Granted, there's no real benefit to that other than theming. Maybe we should have a new rule for the base. No regular people. Only superpowers. Everyone else we either send away to our settlements or put in the slingshot and fire them off to another vault. That would make perfect sense. And in Crypto Casket number 2, I assume another recruit, White J. Hello, White J. More powers again, because they are ancients after all. Is that fucking Wolverine? Plasteel claws. Oh, I mean, that's so good. He's also got 7 melee with a single passion. And man, their skills are looking very nice as well. Crafting double passion, plants double passion. And what is his weakness? Oh shit, 100% toxic sensitivity. Well, you really can't win them all, huh? That was pretty much the worst possible weakness you could get in this world. Never mind. Now, this all seems great on the surface, but our next raid is going to hit even harder. We were wiped out with the last one, and in terms of combat abilities, Alert Sun is very, very good. White J, though, going in melee range, probably not so good, especially because we're up against Psycasters, so we don't want to get close, ideally. Oh, and of course, I didn't even have a look at Ingegard's son, if that's how you say that. Superpowers. Metamorphosis. Okay. Effect. Give ability, Metamorphosis, in brackets, Turtle. And then the other one is Oh, he's got 2 powers. Metamorphosis Warg. Oh, okay. Well, that's not nearly as, disappointing as I thought. A superpower, though, to turn into a turtle would be incredible. And then weakness is Lustful. Constantly flirts with others, but flirts are always rejected. Oh, yikes. I mean, that's not too bad, assuming we can keep their mood high other ways. It's only a mood negative, essentially. And that doesn't mean that others who flirt with him will be rejected, so we can still get them into a relationship. Well, let's start stripping this vault for parts, because there are a lot of good parts in here. I might even take the ancient hydroponics, given that we're going to have other power sources here. And I think as incredible as our elephant is, even it might struggle to carry all of this stuff that we're going to take with us. Let's make sure we take the batteries last, so we've got access to all of the rooms. That's a mistake I made last time. I suppose there's anything on the map we could tame, though. Rhino. Oh, it's a bit of a gamble, but I am going to frantically send the defibrillator over there to not only tame the rhino, but also carry a bit more stuff, because there is just too much value there. Hang on. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's a Lothar. Could we send him to the Lothar hunt, use the tame ability to stop it being Manhunter, and then use the tame ability a second time to tame it? That would be a hell of a mascot. What is the cooldown on the power, though? 1 day. We'd have to send him with just a day's worth of food and maybe enough resources to build a bed or something like that. Just go hang out with the Lothars. I've got to try it. I have to. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. When I say once-in-a-lifetime, I mean, of course, there are going to be a lot of other Lothars. It's just more the fact, given the amount of colony wealth we're about to bring home, we're probably going to get horribly murdered. Your caravan has been detected. In 3 days, reinforcing ancient super soldiers from ancient soldiers will begin arriving in the area. I think they're allied, but I'm also not willing to risk it. So let's set ourselves a solid 3-day time limit. He's almost to the Lothar. Then all we have to do is blast it, wait a day, blast it again. That won't take that long to travel over there and get out. It's going to be quite tight for timing, but we can definitely do it. Oh, and such a high-tier research as well. If we get transport pods, we can do all of this, but save ourselves so much time. Okay, little Lothar. Let's be friends, huh? Carefully. Don't shoot it either. Lothar is friend, not food. Animal speech? Get him. Get him. Did it work? It worked. It's just a wild creature now. Please don't leave the map. Is it going to leave the map? Oh, I think it's leaving the map. Don't do it, Lothar. What a... Damn it, I should have broken his legs first. That's good to know for the future, though. It might not have worked this time, but we know that in the future, if we get some sort of weapon, some way to take it down non-lethally, then we can just have the defibrillator hang out. If we just built a big box around it, that would have worked as well. Okay, I'll work on that. That's an idea in progress. A loot trader from Discordia. I don't suppose you've looted a healer mech, have you? No, but they have stolen somebody's dog. Mass Chaos Skip. Wow. Skilled trainers are quite nice as well. I mean, how can I say no to that? Oh, and a field hand is an instant buy too. Insectoid arm. Oh. Has a much higher resistance to damage. We give that to the guy with the plasteel claws. That'd be kind of horrifying. It's a biological superpower, right? I assume he would just grow new claws on his insectoid arm. That's fucked up. Blaster? Just a blaster. From the mod Morph Gun. I have no idea what that is. Oh my god, look at this Hellfire Power Armor helmet. That would be so good to give to... oh, what is her name? Completely forgotten her name. I'm so sorry. If we give that to Katerinburg... Dr. Man has the Hellfire body armor, right? We give that to Katerinburg, the Hellfire Power Armor, the Hellfire helmet. Then we give her a flamethrower in each arm. She happens to be immune to fire. We might have just got her superhero name right there, Hellfire. And who knows, maybe we'll be able to get an ability where we can also let her shoot fireballs. That would be insane. We have a lot of components to trade away. We have like a staggering amount of components to trade away, actually. We should be able to afford whatever we want. Melee platform module, plus 20 hit chance, plus 15 dodge chance. We give that to the guy with the plasteel claws. Sold. Man, this is going to be an expensive purchase. Hellfire Power Armor helmet. Oh my god, we've got Tesla Power Armor too for the defibrillator. This is so perfect. This entire mod pack has accidentally ended up being great. Not to toot my own horn. None of it was planned though, so I definitely get no credit. It's just all fallen into place so perfectly. Let's sell them some plasteel as well. I do want to keep some components here. There you go. What a deal. I can see it. I can see it now in my mind. In a few episodes, we could go from being the faction that gets absolutely stomped, we'll lose half our colony in a single raid and everybody else gets permanently injured, to Hellfire and the defibrillator on the front line, frying everybody. Or maybe when this caravan gets back, we'll get wiped out before we get the chance. One or the other. That's Rimworld. Well, let's make it official. Everybody meet Hellfire. In awe at the size of that lad. What an absolute unit. All we need now is the vanilla expanded heavy weapons flamethrower and we've got ourselves a hell of a fighter. Even if she can launch her own fireballs with the superpower pod. No reason why we can't also give her a flamethrower, huh? You gotta think big. The age of soft superheroes is over. Superman's pretty great, but Superman with a flamethrower would have been even better. But we only use our flamethrower for good. Just bear that in mind. Yes, I'm well aware they're banned by the Geneva Convention. Where's Geneva ever got us? First order of business, give me that rhino. Man, this power ended up being so good, huh? Bearing in mind, without that power, we wouldn't be able to loot these vaults even remotely as well as we are. I was sleeping on it. Yeah, rhino's not a pack animal. Well... What? You can load up a rhino with a shitload of stuff. Like a refund on my... The animal soothe? Wow, look at all the stuff we've got. Okay, let's start with the valuable things and then work backwards. Super nanite injector pumps. We need those. The ancient battery banks I would like. The ancient defense turret and the genome macro thermometer is the most important thing of all. And then I guess we'll top it off with just about as much steel as we can carry. 1,500 steel. And it's all thanks to this freaking elephant. Single-handedly. Pirates with an EMI dynamo? How am I supposed to make super soldiers now? We should send the defibrillator and electrocute the lot of them. I mean, the caravan's going to pass right by it anyway. We might as well stop off on the way. Ah, the super nanites. We've only got 2 doses. They don't deteriorate in the gene tailoring pod, though. 6 pirates? Is that all you're able to manage? We have to test out Alert Sun, and then we'll also send in the defibrillator as well, and we'll just see how those 2 get on. Oh! Hey, look at that. Wow, that is so good. All right, get the rest of the squad down. Give it a shoot in the old-fashioned way. Oh, but they're all on fire, though. Oh, my God. We are the good guys. Let's start by getting the gene tailoring pod upgraded. So we've picked up a lot of new people from that single caravan raid. That is so many new powers and weaknesses and traits and names to try and remember. So give me a little bit of time and I'll get everybody renamed and... try and come up with some sort of idea for where I want to take all of them based on the powers they've got right now. And then tomorrow, I think we'll do a proper character introduction and we'll go through all their stat sheets tomorrow just so that it's kind of clear what we're dealing with. That way, picking up 3 new complicated people won't be too hard to follow, I hope. The final thing I want to do for today, though, is now that we have this additional machine for our gene tailoring pod, I want to give Hellfire a chance to shine. Good luck, Hellfire. I am so hoping we can get you some sort of firepower to go along with everything else she's got going on, it would just be so perfect. We've got something very, very, very cool brewing here. We just need a little bit more control and a little bit more theming with our people. And we've got ourselves a real squad. And I love the idea of only having the superpowered people in our colony. That way they've got the power, but they've also got unique weaknesses we have to deal with. It just fleshes everybody's character out so significantly. I think this is going to be great. One thing I did forget to mention, though, is there is another side effect of having these new people. Our primary ideology has changed. So we've got to try and get Dr. Man and Hackerman and the Defibrillator's philosophy back into the colony a little bit, because I don't want this to end up just being all-out war again. We still got to keep that charitable mindset of Dr. Man central to everything, just because it's a nice spin on things. So let's see what we can do with it. And more importantly, thank you all for watching. We'll get some character intros going for tomorrow, and we'll catch everybody up, because I know it is a little bit confusing introducing a bunch of new people pretty fast, so I'll start working on that right away. Thank you, in the meantime, to Queen Bath Mortar, Desync, Balman, Turtle Boy Ryan, Highly Caffeinated Gamer UK, Other Guy 39, But I'm Homeless, Evelyn X, Dagon, Laffy, El Chalupa Cabra, Deadly Black Belt, Mega Oscar Pone, Starlight, The Jill Pet, Dreamer, Hobo Billy Joel, and Cuddles for their support of the executive producer tiers over on Patreon. Thank you for your support over there. And a thank you as well to Vegan Slayer, Bug551, Gavin, Logical Builder, My Sweaty Rimrim, Huderman, Sparky Fan 1, Laneth, Natnart, Punky Roo, The Apocalypse Shovel, Bilbo Fraggins, YOLO Ninja, Infectious, and Cody Cope.